Hi there, welcome to today's video. This is about the Dji Neo. Many of you have already watched all the videos going on the Dji Neo, all the LUTS, all the glorious shots, everyone's smiling. This is what it actually looks like in real life on a gloomy day like today. I've just brought it out. I'm going to do some drone shots and yeah, give you a bit of a breakdown on what it can do and what it can't do very well. And of course, the big question is it any better than the HoverAir X1? They're a bit low actually, so this is the Dji Neo. I'm using the mobile app. This is the video quality out of the Dji Neo. Going slightly uphill, does seem a bit low on the ground. I don't know if I can actually get that up at all, but so currently battery life at the moment is 89%. Slight incline going up. And just a gentle pace walking upwards really. So this is spotlight one at the moment. Drone will stay still, of course, as it is just over there. Yeah, seems to be doing all right actually. Bit of a wind, so the drone itself is at quite an angle, and yeah, it seems to be quite stable in the light breeze. More importantly though, we have the DJI Mic 2, which is connected to, I'm not even sure where it's connected to. It might just be the mobile phone actually, thinking about it. So this might all be coming from the audio from the phone. Right, anyway, let's bring this back in. We're about 75% of the battery life. Currently on directional track, so the DJI Neo is in front of me. The microphone's coming from the iPhone on the speakers down there. I've just done a test on this one and it eliminates all the propeller sounds, although it does sound a bit artificial though on the audio, so this is what it comes out of the box with. Come on little fella. Currently the DJI Neo is transferring and synchronizing the audio from the phone when it was in phone mode basically. So it's synchronizing the audio, processing it, and then it's obviously synchronizing it back to the download. So I'm downloading all the footage to the phone. It will be on the actual DJI Neo as well. Really good feature because it doesn't come with an SD card and it has only got that embedded memory on board. You can literally just treat it like a USB stick, if that makes sense. You can just take the battery out, plug in the USB-C, and it will be detected as a storage device on whatever device you're plugging it into. For me, it's an Apple Mac, and you could just pull the data straight off without any power to it at all. Much improved. One thing I must say as well, the DJI Neo, unlike every other DJI drone I've had, doesn't seem to get as warm. That might not be the case going forward, but at the moment, you run a drone for 20 minutes or something like that, and or on and not flying, it will get warm underneath. But this thing, just it seems nice and cool. So whatever DJI have done to actually to get this to work, they've done a really good job of it, to be fair. So this is the battery controller. One battery still in the DJI Neo, the other two are here. Pretty standard, pretty small as well, which is nice and welcome. But if I press the buttons on there, as you can see, I've got two full batteries there. Okay, right, so the power on, push this button once, twice, that should make a funky noise, do its little checks. Okay, right, we are in. We'll press record, right, 93% on the battery. Takeoff time.
Takeoff. Home point updated.
All right, we'll go nice and low. We're on Cine at the moment. So overall, that is pretty darn good. For a little tiny drone like this, let me just drop that down. All right, so we'll drop you down. It's very responsive. We'll just point the old gimbal up there like that. Yeah, not bad at all, I would say. Let's bring you right close. So this is the audio. Not bad at all, if you ask me. I think that's, yeah, pretty good. So this is going to go all the way around me now. Hopefully get some really good shots of this. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Actually, that is really, really quite good. Let's hope it doesn't hit anything. The drone stays still, but could be useful for me because obviously it's just going to track me on the camera only and then go from there. So that's a really, really good shot, isn't it? I think that one actually looks pretty good. I mean, if I go, let's go there. Right, anyway, right, let's do a bit of tracking now. So, this looks pretty good. We should be recording. Bit of a wind coming this way through the trees over there, and we do have a bit of a fence coming up here as well and a gate. But this will be, this could be disastrous for the DJI Neo. You better stop, mate. Oh! Do you know what? It nearly crashed. Right, let's get the gate. Make sure it's shut. I'm not too confident because it's to the left and the pap is there, so it hasn't actually got round. I might do a follower on this one. I don't know if it's going to go into follow mode. This is in directional track, believe it or not. And it is a bit of a tight... So far only one crash. Now this could be interesting. And this is where I think DJI might do well to actually update. Just needs a little bit more avoidance. A bit like the HoverAir X1 does. The HoverAir X1 does a really good job for this sort of thing, where it knows what's in front of it. Overall though, I think this is a really cracking little drone. For the price, I don't think you'll get anything better. This has the opportunity to actually become a really, really good solid sort of base. With software updates, the tracking should be improved, and that will improve everyone's enjoyability, I think, with the DJI. If they ever got round to version 2, in a couple of years' time maybe, some forward-facing or rear-facing, side-facing sensors wouldn't go amiss, and then it really would be fantastic little drone. Now, are you going to come over? I'm going to shut the gate, you're behind me. Well, so far, it's doing a pretty okay job. It is bizarre that it crashes on the silliest of things rather than the trickiest of things. But you're probably all really, really fed up of watching all the glossy sort of DJI Neo product videos which are out there. Some of the videos are really good, don't get me wrong, but it isn't as good as they make it out to be in the advert, let's put it that way. It does do a lot of things really well, and I think it does a lot of things exceptionally well, but it's still lots of work to do on the tracking to make it. This for me is confidence. I want to know that I'm not going to have any problems losing it. And here we go again. Right. Let's see what you do here. Ooh, you're going to make it. Oh, you see it's stuck. Is it going to go? Oh, it's going to go over. Oh, you see, that was intelligent, wasn't it? Wow. Well, there we go. That is the DJI Neo. Little bit of tracking on that one. I still think there's lots of work to do when it comes to the tracking capabilities from the algorithm. It demonstrated even on that stretch there, it crashed into the most simplest of things, and then it really made light work of exceptionally hard things as well. So, yeah, I think DJI just need to release a couple of updates to hopefully try and nip all them little tiny bugs in, and it'll be a brilliant little drone. Now, the big question is this: is it DJI Neo versus the HoverAir X1, the original one from a year and a bit ago? Definitely the DJI Neo. I think for me, the ecosystem itself is just so much easier. The features themselves, they have literally ripped off the HoverAir X1, to be fair. And I'm sort of pleased really, because it means I'm familiar with the way it works. It isn't quite the same, but one of the features I do love is the remote control. Not having to use the mobile phone and the Wi-Fi range, which sort of limits you to 10 meters, 20 meters either there, with the remote control, it will go, as you've seen, a lot further. And for me, that will make up a really, really big difference, especially in my videos where I can put the little drone in the bag, not have too much to worry about, pull it out, get some really good shots for the area where I am, pop it back in, and away we go. Things I don't like, obviously, as I've said, the tracking. Yeah, the battery life seems to be a bit hit and miss at the moment. It's not so much maybe the battery life is rubbish, it's just it reports it as quite bad. I've got 25% battery, and it says I've got 1 minute and 42 seconds of airtime, which I don't believe for a minute. Not really. So I think DJI need to sort of, yeah, just go through a bit more on the software side. Other than that, though, one thing I would really like to see is some ND filters for this. The camera itself is very similar to the DJI Avata, obviously not as good a quality, by design of course, but it wouldn't surprise me if we get some third-party ND filters, maybe for this, somewhere along down the line. It can certainly handle it, I think, and the video quality is pretty okay, I think, for the price. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me today. If you do like what you see, please do drop me a like, hit me a comment underneath. Are you going to buy the DJI Neo? See you in the next video. Bye-bye.